I'm just rambling along about something I wrote one night when I was thinking about my experiences with autism and whatever. And I feel like if more people share their experiences and stories, I feel like that could make the world a better place if we learn to listen to each other and hear from each other, from all points of view and whatnot. But this is titled, Being an Enigma. My experience with autism and facing stigma and judgment. So many people in society rely on appearance, tone, body language, and other superficial matters of appearance to tell if someone is safe, trustworthy, or even worthy of being in social groups at times. Ever since I was little, I did not have such luxuries. I was dealt I did not have such luxuries of being able to properly convey my feelings or intent. Ever since I was little, I was dealt the painful sting of rejection, judgment, and even social exclusion. At times, I was treated worse than I intended to be. Even from family, peers, and friends, I learned that I don't know if I could trust anyone or truly have my back due to the stigma that I faced, regardless of my heart, regardless of if I only really wanted to help, love, support people, or even if I truly cared about them, regardless of this. I still chose to try to love and understand and work to build bridges, not walls, a dream that childhood me had since I wrote a song about it in elementary school. It took me years to finally understand the matter. Society is built in a way, in such a way that people care more about appearance, about fitting in, than they care about someone's true feelings or intentions. So many innocent, good-hearted people who are treated horribly, and it's normalized just because they don't walk by society's solid rules. In this hypocritical society, people wolf cry about people not fitting in the box of social norms, yet lets evil people and abusers walk free if they can play the social game right. I am not society. I don't believe that people really have to be any sort of way to be loved. I don't care about what someone is. I care about who they are. To me, to feed into the judgment of others due to race, religion, origin is to feed in the same spirit of judgment as judging people if they're autistic or LGBT. It's all the same spirit of judging others just for being different from you and not being judged due to character. To me, actual character means more than outer appearance. I don't really, and perhaps I don't really know the true character of people. So who am I to try to judge? I learned years ago that if someone hates or judges me, it shows that they don't know me or my heart. If they really did, maybe they would judge me less. It has come to my attention that autistic people are a marginalized group in society that contains people from pretty much any other group in society. Personally, I find it sometimes it seems hypocritical when some of the same people who would be up in arms to protect other marginalized groups, but will also cause more harm by autistic people who may not even know that they do harm. In some cases, exclusion is not harm reduction. if it's hurting someone who truly did not mean harm in the first place. For me, by example, I try to be good. I try to show love. I try not to judge or hate others because I know what it's like from the point of my own perspective and experience. I may deal with barriers that make it so I struggle to convey that I try to be a decent person. But I try, but I'm not perfect, and at times I've intentionally hurt others, and others have unintentionally hurt me as well. I also unintentionally make it seem like I feel certain ways about people when I don't. And that also makes me feel misunderstood. Perhaps people would judge me less if they knew how I truly feel about stuff. But sometimes words are all that I have when my tone and body language fails me. Since I struggle to convey my intentions with tone, body language, and say inappropriate things due to not being able to read the room, or that I struggle to understand things, many people would gossip, judge, or talk about me, treat me different for most of my life, such as created many years of pain, trauma, and isolation. Despite all this, I still choose to try to love, accept, and understand others. I still have a heart, even if you don't see it or understand that about me. It has taken me a while to see past the hypocritical nature of society, and now I'm inspired to speak up about it, to make a change, to make the world a better place, not just for me, but for other people who are judged just for being different. Even if people learn to judge based on of outer appearances for primordial means of survival, it takes true kind of intelligence to see past outer appearances, and I believe that more people should have it. I believe that someone's true character and who they are should matter more than what they are. Many people may judge or complain when an autistic person talks too much, overshares, repeats themselves, or tries to overtake the conversation. So let me give you this analogy to help you see another perspective. It's kind of like getting mad at a starved dog for how it's fighting for what little food it is given. It is a premise discussed in nonviolent communication that people's behaviors may be an attempt to fulfill a need. It is like with every kind of people, if someone is deprived of a need for so long, they may resort to act out in an attempt to fulfill that need. A lot of negative behavior is due to that. That is why I believe people should try to learn to understand why people act the way that they do instead of judging others. As an autistic person may come across annoying simply because they do not have the need fulfilled or being heard or understood. Like every other group of people, there are good and bad, but there could be reasons behind the bad that many don't understand. One thing I learned in life that if I judged or hated or hid a part of me, I ended up projecting on or judging other people that reminded me of that. As I learned to love and accept all the different parts of me and embrace them, I realized that I would judge others less and love them more. Self-love is important. When people don't love themselves fully, they will project onto other people. So that's why it is best to love yourself before you try to love another. I believe that people don't have to fit in a box to be valued.